Hey everyone, this is the Putting You On Pod. I'm Ceci and I'm going to put you on to the newest Jubilee. It was Luke Beasley. It was one of the surroundeds. It was one Gen Z liberal versus 20 MAGA Trumpers. Dude, and I tell you what, some of these boomers, I just can't wait for them to get off. I'm just saying, okay? Get out of the way. Get out of my way, because I have a lot longer, hopefully, on this earth, and you're in the way of progress, you know? Anyway. I'm only going to do a couple highlights because, quite frankly, I already sat through this whole thing and it's hard to sit through it once, let alone twice. And not because of Luke. I think he's great and he's funny and very charismatic. And some of the boomers are too, but like, they're just, I don't know. I mean, it's just clear you're from a different time, some of them. And the others, it's like, holy shit, your brain is so malleable. Like, how easily, I mean, you could be manipulated into being against yourself. It's wild. But anyway, let's watch this. Now, here is one of the claims. Kamala Harris would have been a much better president. So let's watch this guy.
I got it this time. Hey, man.
Hey.
I'm James.
James, nice to meet you.
What was the claim again?
Yeah, so Kamala Harris would have been a better president. That's obvious.
Yeah, of course.
Given all the damage that Trump's doing, making the DOJ no longer independent in his prosecutorial decisions, he's sicking it. He just had this exchange with a prosecutor because they didn't want to prosecute one of Trump's political enemies. Boom, he gets rid of them. He's raising prices. He's attacking our democratic institutions, going after media outlets. He lied. He said he was going to lower prices on day one. The opposite's happening. And Kamala Harris would have, at worst, continued the Biden era. And in the Biden era, while there were plenty of problems and like...
It's true. She would have just continued the Biden thing and we would have lived in that. But the thing is that during the Biden era, at least things were progressing and getting better. Don't forget about a pandemic, bro. But we recovered better than any other country on the planet, okay? It would have been a slow pace, but it would have been going upward. And it wouldn't have been as chaotic and unpredictable. I mean, unpredictable for some of you. Some of us knew what the fuck was going to happen. But now that we're really seeing it, holy shit.
Like, you know, the whole we be Medicare was confusing.
What's 100%, right?
Yeah, but there were a bunch of wins. There was an Axios piece written in 2024 saying the U.S. is winning the world economic war. Now it's flipped and we're alienating our allies. We're being weakened. We're having a lot of countries, because we're being so hostile to them, cutting off trade with us, not buying as much from us. That's hurting U.S. companies. We're seeing a loss in jobs. We're seeing unemployment go up. So all those things, I think, given the Biden-Harris record, would not be happening, which would make it better.
Right. The problem that I have, though, is that
they look confused and shit.
You just listed off a list of things. You know, where do I start? How do I figure out where I differ from you in these opinions?
Yeah. Do you agree that crime went down a lot during Biden's era?
I'm not really sure. I live in Northern California.
I swear to God. Watch a different form of news. You can look up statistics. It's insane how they want to sit there and try to ignore facts. What the
Close enough to Oakland to make me concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fun little trivia.
How can you be concerned if you don't know the criminal statistics? You're concerned because you saw what, read what, where? What did Fox News feed you?
Yeah, just since a lot of people have said things about California. California has a bunch of obviously big problems. But it's fascinating that people ignore like out of the top 10 highest homicide rates, states, 8 out of 10 of them are red states, deep red states, way worse than California.
Correct. Louisiana, Alabama, top 2. Come on.
So people act like...
Sacramento, California is not nearly as...
I was going to say, people act like there's this really bad crime problem because of democratic governance, but on the national level, you saw Biden invest at a historic rate in law enforcement and in violence reduction.
There's got to be a lot of reasons.
You saw blue states are actually safer on average than red states.
Right, but there's got to be a lot of reasons for that. But hey, guys, I'm going to run up my way. Hey, this is the way I do things. So please allow me to paint my picture. I'm sorry about that, sir.
Oh, good. Go ahead.
I want to treat you like my favorite older brother.
Older?
But dude, you're so...
What the is happening?
So young. I've got a 14-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. Come on over to the house and play Cards Against Humanity because we're a family of comedians.
Oh, nice.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Sounds dirty.
Load it out. I'm sorry.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Take care, buddy.
What the fuck was that? That's what you came to the table with? He just wanted to be on it. We're a family of comedians. Now everyone's gonna wanna watch their family weird-ass YouTube channel. That's what they're hoping for. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. In fact, I'm gonna find that family channel. I guarantee it exists. Oh my God, someone go fetch. I have a mission for you. It might be easy. All right, what's another one we want to watch? I think it's the guy directly after him. He's wearing a red shirt that says freedom on it. Like, just, I don't know how they correlate Charlie Kirk with freedom other than the freedom of speech. That's all he believed in was freedom of speech, so that he could say all the hateful shit he wanted to. Outside of that, he didn't believe in freedom. He thinks women shouldn't go to college. He thinks we should stay at home. We should have the rights to our bodies. Gays shouldn't be able to marry. He didn't believe in freedom. What the fuck are you all talking about? What are you talking about? Democracy means having choice. When you take choices away from freedom, or from people, when you take choice away from people, you're no longer practicing democracy. Okay? Jesus Christ. All right. The claim is still Kamala Harris would have been a much better president.
Hello, sir.
Hey, we got a new one.
Got a new one, yeah. So the claim is about
Kamala Harris would have been a better president.
Would have been a president.
And I've laid out Biden's infrastructure law, things like that were good, created jobs. His Inflation Reduction Act was good, created jobs, lowered prescription drug costs.
All right, I'd like to take you one higher.
And
pick up the mic from Charlie Kirk and say, not only would she...
Really? Pick up the mic for Charlie Kirk? That motherfucker don't want you talking for him. Oh my God, these people are so like righteous. Ugh.
have not made a good president. She was a total DEI candidate.
How do you mean that?
Well...
I was wrong. I'm sorry. He took the torch so that he could say some stupid racist shit again. Let me pick up the torch and just wait. I mean, what? Let me pick up the torch and carry on the racism. She was a DEI hire. What the fuck?
Let's go back.
No. How do you mean that?
A DEI candidate?
Do you think that...
A DEI candidate is...
I want Luke to ask him, what makes her a DEI candidate? What makes her that? Where's your proof?
Is somebody who is not picked for a role because of their meritocracy.
Okay.
They're picked only for random characteristics, their skin color, their sexual orientation.
So you're saying that because she's a black woman, that's why she was picked?
Exactly.
So,
100%.
Exactly, 100%. Let me explain something to you guys. DEI, all that means, right? All that DEI is the fact that now people can't hire their buddy who's not qualified for the job. And also it means that you can't hold the fact that someone is, you know, a woman or gay or black or whatever the discrimination is, you can't hold it against them. It also allows those job notices to go into other communities so that those people who didn't know that job existed may now know. What it does, it opens up the hiring pool. So it is based on merit, and this shit can't be held against you. And everyone who needs a job should want this in place, because now anyone can say, oh no, I don't want to hire you because you're a woman. I don't want to hire you because you're black. I don't want to hire you because you're white. I don't want to hire you because you're gay. They can do anything now. This is all the DEI put in place, was protections for the worker to not be discriminated against. But this is some racist. Yeah, she's a black woman. That's why she's a DEI hire. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell is Pete Hegseth? You want to talk about a bullshit hire that's not based on merit? It's the pretty boy from Fox News, Pete Hegseth. What the hell? You want to talk about? Okay.
Wait. To be vice president because she was a black woman.
So tell me.
She wasn't even the best black woman to be picked. That could have been picked.
Why is it not enough qualifications to be a DA, then an attorney general, then a senator, then a vice president?
Why was she more qualified than Stacey Abrams?
If you're going to make such a claim, let's actually try to litigate it. She has more qualifications.
He should ask him now, oh, do you think Stacey Abrams is a DEI hire? Like, because she's a black woman. Ask him, do you think Stacey Abrams is a DEI hire? Because he's like sitting here saying, well, maybe not Kamala.
Than most people who have ever run for president.
Abrams.
It doesn't mean I thought she was a great, perfect candidate.
Then Bernie Sanders.
Wait, stop there, please. Buttigieg. He has been a mayor and the transportation secretary. Kamala Harris has been a DA, an attorney general, a senator, and a vice president. So
she was a senator and a vice president because she was a DEI candidate. She was Peter's principal. She was just put through the rings.
I mean, you're just throwing that out there.
It was just like, hey, Kamala, we got a good news for you. You've got a corner office now.
And you're just
Kamala, good news.
You're just saying
you're
that.
now on the campaign poster.
You're just saying that with absolutely no evidence.
Right.
What happened in 2020?
Biden beat Trump.
No. In February of 2020, South Carolina primary, right?
Biden gets a bunch of
No, it was a
support.
test of the black vote.
Yeah, cool.
Right? Who won the black vote?
Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yes,
Suddenly,
I know.
everybody
Why
dropped
are we
out.
going through his
Everybody
I know
dropped
this
out.
already.
Everybody.
Also, why are we talking about Biden? They always want to focus on Biden. We're talking about Trump. We're talking about today's president. Aren't you worried about tomorrow? Why are you fucking tripping over yesterday right now? Think about tomorrow. Dumbasses.
Supported him, then he went off against Bernie.
That's right.
In the race.
And I knew that day.
These are the fools. These are the fools that we're going to be paying for. Okay? These are the fools that are going to lose us our rights. These are the people that are going to fuck us over, and they're going to leave the earth sooner than most of us are. So we need to make sure that we take this country back and make sure we don't fall into some fascistic weird ass shit. We need to make sure that these people aren't the ones that are calling the shots. Okay? They're uneducated. They're old. There's some of them are just ignorant, and they've been that way for a long ass time. Sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks, so I don't want them having this kind of power. I don't know what yesteryear you're living in, bro. And also the misinformation on DEI and what it actually is. And I want to know, do you think Stacey Abrams is a DEI hire? Or are you just saying that about Kamala specifically? Because they're both, women of color. So tell me.
That he won. I said.
That's amazing.
In fact, you know what? I made a little meme and put it on Twitter. I said,
okay.
By 2020, Biden and some black lady. And
oh, now he's going to want you to look up his meme. Oh, God. And I'm not going to. Fuck you. I put up a meme. Okay. Whoever taught their dad to use TikTok and CapCut, please stop. Cut it out.
Sure enough, the only people that were talked about as candidates for his vice president role were...
These are the people you're going to be paying for, okay? These are the people, all right? These are the ones, these fucking boomers, I can't wait. Please go away, because you're in the way. You're in the way. You're going to be leaving Earth sooner than me, for most of us. So get out of the way of our progress here. My God. A lot of these people, they put their hate before feeding their children. They put their hate before having freedom. They go to the ballot box thinking, I don't want an immigrant to have health care. And so what do? They vote against that kind of shit. And it's like, well, you just voted for you not to have health care, stupid. Like, what are you doing? Stop thinking about fucking whatever yesteryear you're still living in and think about tomorrow. And this guy, I want to know where he's from. Okay, whenever I see someone that, looks ethnically ambiguous, it's like, well, dude, how safe do you think you are? ICE could totally pull this guy over. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think you're safe? What gives them this privilege? What is happening?
Stacey Abrams and Kamala Harris.
And then we picked the best option, and he hurt our economy, and he attacked our democratic
We're not talking about Biden. We're not talking about Trump.
I'm saying Trump.
We're talking about Kamala.
No, would be a better president than Trump is the claim. So we have to compare them. And you know what? I think
So
I think
Trump
a stuffed animal would be a better president than Trump.
Trump was actually a guy
compare those.
Who went one by one in his party. When he first launched his campaign in 2015.
This literally has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
It is exactly what it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Because it all comes down to whether she had the merit to even be a vice president. All you looking at her resume and saying, yeah, she was this, she worked here, she went, yeah. And then you're going like, well, that's why she was going to be a great president, because she had all these little things behind her.
You're wired up. Let me just quickly say.
We need to examine what someone has behind them. She had a lot of experience. What did Trump have? He had a record of bankruptcies, failed businesses, and sexual assault claims. What are we doing? America, wake the fuck up.
I never said she'd be a great president. I have a bunch of...
You said she'd be a better president than Trump. You're right.
Just wait.
All right.
I have...
At this point, you could flip a mop upside down and put a toupee on it, and it would be a better president.
A bunch of my own policy differences, and I probably would have had a lot of critiques for her. But my point is, any slightly competent, middle of the road, anyone. It could be a kid, and they would be a better president just listening to their advisors than Trump would.
Well, let me say for one thing. Earlier on, you
Though I will say, that is true. Trump's advisors are even more dangerous. Stephen Miller, yikes. Okay, it's disturbing. He's today's Goebbels.
said that MAGA people are not patriots.
The
I will say
ideology's
this.
not, yeah.
Right. Now, let me give you a definition of patriotism.
Okay.
That'll just settle the
This is
debate.
weird. We
It'll
shifted.
settle debate.
You can't-
No. I'm bringing this in.
Do you think Trump should have passed that bill?
No.
Ripping
Let
Medicaid
me
away?
finish my point.
Okay.
Trump is a better president because he's a better patriot. Because a patriot is willing to die for his or her country. And
That's not his argument, is it? That can't be it. He knows that Trump dodged the draft, right? Someone who would die for their country? What are you talking about? He just took benefits from veterans, dude. What are you talking about? Luke,
Trump
He'll get him.
got tested in that very fact. There was an
Someone tried to
attempted
kill him.
assassination.
Yeah,
right.
I know, that was bad.
Right, and he got up.
Yeah.
And Charlie Kirk was
He did
killed.
this, yeah.
Do you think Kamala Harris, in your heart of hearts, is willing to die for her?
Okay, so he said because he was shot at and then he went like this, he's willing to die for his country. No. Willing means you go to it, means you're willing to die. Someone shot at him when he wasn't expecting it. Or was he? But anyway, that's a whole other conspiracy thing. Anyway, but the point is, he was not willing to die for his country, dude. He's willing to sell us out and pimp us out. That's what he's doing. I mean, Qatar gives him a $450 million private plane. Now they get to have their Air Force bases here in Idaho. What are we talking about? These boomers need to get the fuck out of the way.
Her country, or she's just willing to do whatever favors she can do to rise up the food chain. You tell me.
By the way, I mean these boomers specifically, okay? MAGA needs to get the fuck out of the way. But it's the boomers who, are in office. These old fucks who, honestly, we should have a forced retirement age in politics. In other professions, there's a forced retirement age. Why the hell wouldn't we have that for people that are not going to be around long enough to see the true repercussions of the laws that they implement or the policies that they pass? Get fucked.
In your heart of hearts,
Do you notice?
Would you be in a foxhole with Donald Trump or in a foxhole with Kamala Harris?
Anyone but Trump.
You'd be
Are you kidding
anybody
me?
but Trump?
Yes.
Trump's the guy who would push you in front of the enemy and run away. That's exactly who he is. He'd trip you so that you're the one who gets caught and he gets away.
You're going to rely on Kamala Harris to fight a fight with you?
He had an option to go to the foxholes, and he lied multiple times to not get drafted. I don't think he was the bravest warrior. Was it pretty epic whenever he got shot and stood up and did this? It was.
It was.
But guess
epic.
what? That is very different than being a good president. As we're seeing now, the economy's getting worse. The social tensions
How are you
are
saying
getting
the
worse.
economy's
Our
getting
democratic
worse?
institutions. We
How
lost jobs for the first time since his first presidency.
Do you know that a curve that goes up kind of goes up and down and up
Okay,
and down before
pause.
it goes up?
Pause, you've been voted out.
Thank God. Ugh, that's fucking over. My God, the guy was so stupid. This is the person who's in the way. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is happening to these people? Anyway, that's today's episode. This is Putting You On Pod. I'm Ceci, and I put you on. Now you hit subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.